Like
Yeah.
I ain't been attractive in like years, so I don't know how to be attractive. I just know how to be honest, and I'm telling you right now.
So listen, Ray J, you are ugly, but you don't have to say that.
That's
You
not right,
gotta
Nikki.
learn be confident in yourself.
That hurt me, Nikki.
Ugly people, can do things too.
Hi party people, you might be wondering why I'm doing another one of these so soon after the last one, but let me tell you, this is confessions, not hot takes or opinions, so this is different technically. There's this new account on Twitter that takes anonymous submissions of people's confessions regarding anything MLB, so that's what we'll react to today. Girl, yes, let's get into it. Y'all care about Luca way too much considering he has the same level of personality as a wood plank. Heavy on this. Let me tell you, as I'm writing this literally yesterday, the whole account was filled with Luca confessions like this, or people shitting on Adrien, or Adrien stands for hating Luca. 5th grade shit, I don't know, man. So I struggled scrolling to find good ones to put in this video. Everybody and their mamas were talking about Luca, and it wasn't even genuine discussions or anything of value. Felix needs a blunt, to be honest. That was me, you probably guessed already. If we're going to have a hate train, can we all jump Gabriel Agresti? The only good thing he did was Emily. Not even that. We've been jumping him, girl, yes. I think Senti Gabriel is a hot dilf. OMG, this is oomph. As a Mary Bug stan, Luca wasn't really good for Marinette, to be honest. Well, no, he was okay to her, but she just didn't feel him like that. So he could have been good for her, but her heart was just not there, so there was no connection. The male version of a Mary Sue is Gary Stu, and I think Adrien can't technically be a Gary Stu since he was created in that sense of perfection. He's a senti being that Emile created that her and Gabriel can control. Gabriel controlled Adrien to be perfect. But I don't know. Wait, this is so interesting actually. Get into it. Because he technically can't be a Gary Stu now that I think about it, since he was literally created to be the image of perfection. Not to say that he is perfect, because let's be for real, for someone who was created to be perfect through magic, he's flawed as hell. So I guess Lilynette is toxic. Yes, very good, that's the point of it being called toxic. Yuri, want a treat? Like some of y'all would not have survived 2010's social media, it is not that deep. Clock it, oomph. This is so true, these hoes be mad at nothing. Lady Noir is not dead, and Lady Noir shippers are just big and greedy. Some of you undervalue platonic relationships, and it's annoying because they're together literally every episode. If Lady Noir is dead just because Adrien and Marinette are dating now, then it must have been Bones in season 1. Agree 1000%. Oh, clock that tea. Like I've been saying, Lady Noir stans are big and greedy for years now. LMFAO. Love square stans in general, to be honest. Hotel staff Lila is her best look, and I'm right. Someone had to say it, that being me. Kagami and Felix are couple of kids that need therapy, not romance. Let girls have hobbies. You kinda right though. Why did the writers make Adrienne so sappy after they became a couple? Asking this like they weren't always sappy and shit. LMFAO. The renders used in promo and art and posters are kinda ugly. No, because I've been meaning to say this. Why do they look AO different in those official renders? LMFAO. Like, look at this. It's giving those water activated dolls. Hate for certain characters is so forced. First the fandom randomly decided to hate on Mylene, then Marinette, and now you all claim to hate Luca out of nowhere? It's fine to not like the characters, but the way everyone just starts hating on specific characters at the same time, you cannot convince me that it's not a trend. I feel like the Marinette hate train started years ago after that man made a video on her. The Mylene hate we've been seeing everywhere lately is just fat phobia, and I don't know who to blame for these widespread unfunny ass jokes about her. Now as for Luca, this is only happening on Twitter. LMFAO. It's really not like that. According to Google, stalking is a pattern of repeated and unwanted attention, harassment, contact, or any other course of conduct directed at a specific person that would cause a reasonable person to feel fear, according to the Department of Justice. Similar to crimes of sexual violence, stalking is about power and control. Therefore, Marinette can't be a stalker. Her behavior sometimes does need consequences. But does it make her a stalker? No, 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 no. I mean, she did do everything that she did to control the situation in a way after we got the context from the episode that shall not be named. But that was a different kind of control, so as to not get hurt again? But clock it, because these people do not know what stalking truly is and just make shit up. Like they make it so much bigger than it really is for a little girl who's just boy crazy. It was always fascinating to me that people were mad at Marinette and making all these hate videos about her, and no one was concerned that an old man with a questionable track record. Watch this video for context. wrote a little girl like this. But hell, what do I know? If Crumbl Cookie hypothetically moved next door to the Dupain bakery, would they have competition or would they easily clear Crumbl? Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. Just kidding. Okay, so low key I can imagine people in the MLB universe making review TikToks of Dupain Chen Bakery pastries versus Crumbl, and I feel like the Dupain Chen Bakery would win. Like, I'm guessing at least the Dupain Chens don't have cookies that are 1000 calories per bite. Hell, I'm so glad that chain hasn't infected my country, and I hope it never will. We do not need that virus over here. Like, all Crumbl has going for it is the weekly releases and the TikTok reviews. It would be nothing without that. Just eat plain sugar and butter at that point. Oh, imagine Master Fu eating a Crumbl cookie. That would kill him, I think. Me going to the US to get a Crumbl cookie, then transporting to their universe and switching the macaroons in Marinette's box with that, so Fu eats the Crumbl cookie and dies on the spot before she even gets her miraculous. Hoaxer is Lila's best akumatized form. Exactly. Felix is the straightest character in Miraculous. Straightest thing after Harry the Clown and Gabriel making out in Psychomedian. Oh, I know Mark loves Charlie XCX. He probably got a Stan account and everything. I said this and I'm right. Close fans have no brains and are just like her, but they don't admit it. They hate the episodes where she's bad because that's the real her. And that fraud. Everyone needs to let go of the fact Chloe was never redeemed nor had a redemption. You said the same thing twice, babes. Even after being given many chances, she still acted the way she did. It was her own fault she lost everyone. At least now she'll feel what it's like to have nobody. Deserving, honestly. This isn't even a confession, we've been new. I love Marinette so badly, and I'm truly scared about how they are gonna redeem her in season 6 because this writers don't have the tact they need to handle this topic. It needs to be addressed properly, because if it's not, it's probably gonna ruin Adrienette's bond and her friendship with Alia and Paris's trust in Ladybug. They cannot repeat season 4 finale with Chat Noir just forgiving her without addressing the core of the problem and getting into that. I want him to forgive her because she deserves it, not something rushed/forced and unearned that feels artificial. And this wasn't a little mistake. This is a big one that objectively wouldn't be easy forgiven. The writers have already showed they struggle with addressing the Latin where conflict was equal in both parts. In season 4 both were wrong and handling things badly, and why did only Chat Noir apologize in Kuroneko? Both should have apologized then. Ladybug was off in that ending scene as if she knew he should be the one apologizing. Yes, she said something sweet to him, but also acted as if what happened was all his fault and she was just waiting for him to come to his senses. Truly one of the worst written episodes. I'm also scared because stans truly don't know how to be normal and empathize with both of them. The season 5 finale is the writers setting themselves up, biting more than they can chew. Oh my god, when I tell you OP just took the words out of my mouth straight up. This is exactly how I feel about Marinette lying and what I was trying to say in my London special review and probably didn't word it properly. Me nodding after every single sentence like this is exactly what I was worried about, because at its core this isn't a bad idea if it generates plot and drama for future seasons, but I just know they'll fumble this because they don't know how to do shit as much as I wish they were more capable. They can't make him forgive her so easily, that is if he even finds out at all. Because I have a really bad feeling about him not finding out ever. I really hope they prove me wrong, but it's just not happening. Delusional people would believe Ladybug and Marinette are completely different people and would address them as so, but you ain't ready for that convo. Delusional people being Ladybug herself, LMFAO. No, all jokes aside, people do treat her like two different people. It's so funny. I rewatched Soul Crusher and Queen Banana today, and honestly I get Zoe. I would have fallen for Marinette too. Especially if she had given me her phone number and given me some free macaroons. Well, yes, season 2 was the best season. Sure, season 4-5 are the most interesting seasons, but season 2 was simpler times and also had Happy Mary Bug. This is so real, and it's probably mostly nostalgia talking for me. Some of you Mary Bug stans should stop making excuses for everything she does. Just because you love her doesn't take away her flaws like her stalking, and you don't need to make excuses for them like her trauma with Kim, which was obviously done on purpose. I think she's better with her flaws, and acting like she's perfect is kinda annoying. Ignoring the like her stalking part. The rest is valid. Because what do you mean we're trying to defend her from the Marinette is a Mary Sue crowd, and there are motherfuckers who quote unquote defend her by saying she's perfect and can do no wrong? Y'all are not helping with the Mary Sue allegations. Like she's a walking flaw with pigtails, and that's good. We need more messy MCs. I have one thing to say about the Lilinette discourse. If you like Lilinette, then you have no rights to call out people who like Clonette. It's a crack ship. So is the other one, so why not give both the same energy? Both of them makes Marinette's life miserable anyways. Don't know how many times we need to explain this to you slow-ass bitches. Clonette has the power imbalance of bully ex-victim. Marinette doesn't stand a chance against her. Lilinette has the balance of power. Marinette is easily able to stand against Lila as she literally did. She exposed and expelled her ass in one day in the goofiest, dumbest plan imaginable. They hate each other, but they're enemies on equal ground unlike Clonette. Oh, but Chloe lost that power. How about now? She's still the daughter of a former politician and a huge fashion editor who pay their way out of everything. Now what? Also, y'all are fighting imaginary ops. Genuinely nobody ships Clonette at this day and age. LMFAO. MFs are so bored they make up their own problems. This is about Mylene. I used to dislike her because she was such a bad friend to Marinette. Like, how could you possibly choose to believe a stranger over her? Okay, I know all her friends chose to believe Lila over her, but Mylene was specifically the one who often got pretty mad at Marinette. And I will never forget what she said to her in Chameleon. Are you ashamed of yourself? Something like that. Like what? But I'm not that mad at her anymore now that she knows the truth. I just don't usually care at her anymore. However, I do care at how she's constantly body shamed. It's so weird. It's just a fictional character. I don't care. It is weird. Y'all should stop it. Especially TikTok miraculous. I'm not even on TikTok, but these TikToks fat shaming her and calling her smelly and shit are literally everywhere. It's not even funny. And it's always the same jokes recycled. Y'all are so unfunny, it's painful. Even these miraculous memes compilations on YouTube are just 99% Mylene fatphobic memes. I never cared about her, but y'all need to find a new joke. I'm so serious. First it was Luca and Adrien feather jokes. Now this. Like, wrap it up. There should be episodes that solely focuses on other characters. I know that Marinette and Adrien are the main characters and I don't hate them obviously, but the others also deserve more screen time and development. There are other shows where the main characters are either absent or just playing a minor role. I've been saying this for years but no one's listening. There are episodes where Marinette is simply not needed and takes up so much screen time for no reason. It's annoying. OP says MCs is plural, as if Adrien has ever been in an episode for too long. LMFAO, at this point we're lucky if he shows up at all. Marinette on the other hand, example off the top of my head. Gabriel Agresti. Why does she take up 60% of the episode with this recycled Chloe will tell Adrien Marinette likes him and embarrass her or whatever plot? Nobody asked for this. Chloe was gonna be at the party already, just have her be bratty for a few scenes to Felix or Kagami and keep it cute. If y'all needed a comedic relief you could have shown Audrey sniffing coke or something. Just kidding, just have Audrey talking shit, literally anything else. In all seriousness, Marino had no business being in this episode at all. Oh, how I wish this show was like Skins and we had more episodes focused on different characters and their own stories and families and drama. Like, they can't do that for some reason. They just have to shove Marinette into everything even if it has nothing to do with her. The worst thing about this is that it takes up so much time that we could have had focused on more important things. How you name an episode Gabriel Agresti and the only Gabriel thing about it is Gabriel. No lore, no nothing? But yes, Marino is very important lore, sure. I'm going to say this one last time. I'm going to make it the most simple. Adrien Agist and Chat Noir are two sides of the same coin. I like art only on one side. That's like saying I like Sakura from La Seraphim but not Sakura from Is One. Girl, bye. This is what I was talking about when I said y'all treat these characters like they're two different people. Chloe is the best character, she ate and left no crumbs and is the absolute it. Girl like her and Lila should team up and they would outdo any character, and Zoe is the most annoying boring no plot bitch. Like, how boring do you have to be? We need Queen Bee to come back. Steal Zoe's miraculous. Take it from her. She doesn't deserve it, that boring tasteless character. Hashtag Chloe girl. Oh my chrysalis Twitter, I know this is your twink ass. I can smell your stanky booty hole through the screen. 0 out of 10 rage bait. Try again. Kinda wish Adrien would have told Kagami he was Chat Noir so she can understand why he kept disappearing. I love their friendship a lot and I think it would be a good idea that they can be each other's confidant. And he could also tell Felix as well, or Felix would figure it out and Felix would protect the both of them since he cares about them a lot and want them hurt like how he did in Emotion. Them supporting each other is a big need. And suddenly my screen smells good. Thank you. We needed this, to be honest. OMG. We were AO robbed. Like Marinette's ex knows her secret identity but not Adrien's ex? They need to explore this friendship again, especially now that the whole forced dating thing is over and they've moved on. Kagami and Luca knowing both their identities? Well, yes. If Luca can, so can she. Heavy on Felix finding out his cousin is Chat Noir too. That's a need. Chloe would not beat anyone in a fight. If anything, she'd be bluffing and then run away like the coward she is when someone fights back. Like any teenager would beat her in a fight. Marinette would throw her into the Seine. Speaking of fights, watch this video where I rank the characters based on who I would beat in a fight most to least likely. Spoiler alert, I beat her ass. Self-promo on my channel, yes. Also let me know if you want me to fight more MLB people on character AI. I wanna fight Chloe on there so badly. People genuinely need to stop infantilizing Adrien. He's literally a superhero, he can handle himself just fine. The show made it clear that it's wrong of the characters to be infantilizing him, keeping the truth from him because he can't handle it. Why is the fandom still doing the same? I mean, I wouldn't say they make it 100% clear, to be honest. If anything, they enforce the idea that if he finds out the truth about literally anything, he'll crash out and the world will end, and I hate that shit so bad. I wish the show made it clear that it's wrong to treat him like a little porcelain baby, but no, we can't even have that. Especially with how Kagami can know the truth about everything and Felix too, and look, they're both alive and the world didn't end. Mind you, Felix didn't even have a support system when he found out the truth about everything, and he's exactly on the same boat as Adrien, if not worse, so why can he know but Adrien can't? They need to address this, I'm serious. You're all fake ass Lilinatters, I've shipped them ever since I joined the fandom. Oh, me too, friend. Do not mess with the OGs. People are mostly invested in the ship because it could somehow be related to Lila's hidden motivation, or the fact that Marinette is the person whom Lila respects the most. Even if she did refer to her as vermin to be exterminated, they're also foils who have slightly similar ways in handling things, even if Marinette has to force herself to lie while Lila is more used to it. And that one confrontation from the London special was arguable one of its best moments. Anyways, my other confessions are me thinking about what type of music Lila listens to. Some of the songs that I think she saved are What Does the Fox Say? Multiple Willwood songs. She probably saved them because she thinks it's funny. She also has Story of Undertale saved to her playlist, and the Broadway Carcut parody of Bloody Mary. I'll focus on the first part. You clock those frauds who shit on Lilinette, and Lilinette stands for no reason. Like y'all never learn. I low-key ignore that whole Kim plotline thing. It just felt so random to me. My gal doesn't need to justify her classic teenage shoujo tropes, guys. She's fine like Ike. People are getting annoyed with the PV, but when it comes to Marinette's stalker behavior, her anime origins explain a lot. Well, stalker is not the right word, y'all need to start saying just obsessive, but clock it. Like it was so much better before they made that episode. I don't need to say the name. Just let her be goofy and obsessive for the sake of being goofy and obsessive if she absolutely has to be. Even though that in itself is a weird thing for an old man to write, but hey, the people infantilizing Adrien by keeping him in dark is a form of control. In their own sense of justice, they believe it would protect him and that he has his own freedom, when in reality they're basically controlling him and how he should feel. They want him to be happy. They lied for him to feel happy that his father is a hero when he's the villain terrorizing Paris. I remembered someone saying that his happiness is being controlled, and how it does seem like it. If he doesn't snap this season by all the lies, I'll be very disappointed. Exactly what I've been saying. OMG. Guys, I'm so happy there are intelligent people in this fandom. Like the way people are just controlling them by limiting what he knows and lying, even if controlling him is the last thing they wanna do, is crazy, and we don't talk about it enough. Because at the end of the day, yes, every single person related to Adrien is responsible for this to an extent. The adults that started it mostly. But the others who know the truth and keep their mouths shut are pissing me off, I'm not gonna lie. Maturing is realizing Adrienne is toxic when you think about how she's controlling him by doing this, even if she felt like there was no other way or whatever. It's still controlling him even if she didn't mean to. His friendship with Kagami will also go to shit if he ever finds out the truth, and the fact that even she knew all along. Felix too. OMG, the way they haven't even started mending their relationship after years apart and feeling alienated from each other, and eventually Adrien will realize he was in on this too, even if he didn't mean to either. It's like they're denying him the right to be mad at his father. This is so messy. Wow. Luca is a bad character, and I truly mean it. That his whole presence in general is so ugly to look at. What were the writers on when creating his character if he didn't do anything for the rest of season 5? That whole who is better for Marinette, Luca or Adrien? Discussion was such a horrible idea to do. In the end, Adrien always was meant to be Marinette's truly first love and Luca just nothing but a stupid character who popped out of nowhere to make drama for people to ship him and Marinette. Also, his random cameo in the movie is funny cause he's only a background character and nothing more. People need to stop popping veins over Luca. To be honest, let's talk about how Adrien's loved ones are controlling him by trying to protect him instead. Like actual interesting discussions. We need less character hate and more standing. Looking at you, Luca, Felix, Alia, Marinette, Lila, Mr. Pigeon. Bro sneaked in Mr. Pigeon and thought we wouldn't notice. Bro thinks he's on the team. That's all for today, Orbits. That was enough waffling for today. We had some good and bad confessions here. Love that for us. Well, that's because I made sure to choose only a few brain rot ones, because let me tell you, most of the takes posted on there are literal brain rot and not even funny brain rot. It's just rage bait with extra steps. Like and comment.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. What have I done? I'm so sorry.
I can't feel my
Oh
kid.
crap! The tigers seem like to be, guys. I have bad nerves. I'm so sorry. Feel better, okay?